Hello, everyone. So, I was thinking of making a YouTube channel about, because at first I was doing TikTok and I was doing my weight loss journey, and then I kind of like slacked on that, and then I kind of got into stocks and cryptocurrency. And I decided I think I'm going to do a channel based on the everyday single mom, or just individual person who does not have a lot of money, but who wants to make money, but maybe doesn't have much leg room to work with, but who is interested in stocks, cryptocurrency, and kind of just like my journey with the stock market and cryptocurrency, with not having that much funds. And it's crazy because you really have to have money to make money. Like you would think, if it was like the best, if it was ideal, it would be that if you don't have money, that it would be easier for you to make money. But it's really that you have to have money to make money. And even, or no, it's also about who you know sometimes also as well. Like you could have all the degrees in the world, but someone who knows somebody who knows somebody who knows somebody can get a position before you, even if you have the credentials. So I kind of just been doing like my research, like studying. Like I used to work a couple years ago as like a secretary for this IPO type of, like, they were on their own type of small business. And I was a couple years ago, and it was about, we at that time, it was when Palantir first became public, when Uber first became public, and what was another one we were selling? It was Palantir, Uber, and I think was it NVIDIA? No. Palantir, Uber. I don't know. It was one more. It will come to me. And even though I was working there, it was like, it didn't come into my mind where it was like, okay, you know what? It's a couple cents. Let me buy a couple shares. Like it didn't even come into my, and I'm hitting myself because right now Palantir is $87. NVIDIA is another one I want to get. It's $100 and something. But if I would have did it then, I would have already made my money and some. But I'm not into it like to really. I want to basically, like, I purchased a couple things. I'll let you guys know what I did, but it's mainly to hold. Because I it's like a long-term investment. So like I'm not trying to hit my pocket so much where it's like I'm at the damn screen like, oh my God, am I gonna make rent? That type of thing. No, like I'm trying to, put little bits of money aside where, I add into, my savings, and then where I take that and then, buy whatever shares and stuff like that. So what I decided to do was I got a little bit of couple dollars from like taxes. And so this was like my plan to do my initial investments of like what I want to build on top of over the next 10 years. So what I decided to do, so first I started just kind of like taking it back to like as if I'm in school, right? And I'm like, okay, like I want to just like look up the definitions of things so I could just know the terminology, the language. And even though like I was familiar with a lot of the language, I just kind of wanted to get a refresher of certain things. So I kind of started with my little notebook, and just kind of like looking up things like And then I started like realizing like AI is definitely, I think, the smartest investment to make for long term investments. Because AI is everywhere, first off. And I just kind of like started like looking up things like, so I was like, next big break, AI movement, investments, all things to know, facts, my plan of execution. So I was like, what is AI? Artificial intelligence. AI refers to ability of machines to perform tasks that typically require human intelligence, such as learning, reasoning, problem solving, and decision making. AI is a broad field that encompasses the development of computer systems capable of performing tasks that typically require human intelligence. Core principles: AI systems learn and improve through exposure to data, identifying patterns, relationships that humans may miss. Underlying technologies: AI relies on algorithms, which are sets of rules of instructions that guide the AI analysis and decision making. Examples: AI is used in various applications, including machine learning, deep learning, natural learning, computer vision, robotics. There's so many applications. AI is used in diverse fields, including healthcare, finance, transportation, education. Even like in the hospitals, like there's so much AI, in the works that, I mean, there's still right now, but just with diagnosing, where diagnosing diseases and things of that nature. So in the hospitals, it's just gonna be freaking everywhere. So I started thinking like, okay, AI, if this is something in the next 10 years, it's gonna be everywhere, right? Universal. So I was like, okay, how can I think in terms of investments where I know that it's a must that people are going to need this thing. It's like the supply and the demand is going to be 100% like up there, because with AI there's certain things that that is going to be needed for production, right? So like one of the things I was looking up is silicone, right? Silicone is one of the big things that's going to be needed with like for the chips, etc. I was thinking, so that was my my mindset, where I was like, okay, I need to find investments where I know, whether it's mining companies, the material that's going to be used, like another big one is hydrogen, right? For like, so some of these, and then I was thinking of like, there's so much pollution on Earth, right? Where people, I feel like people as a society, we've been greedy, right? Like, so like as far as the ozone layer and our natural resources is like depleted because people are just so greedy, with between wanting to excavate, but it's like, I feel like in the past generations, they weren't thinking about, the future, or how, the certain materials or things that they are doing to our natural resources is it's gonna deplenish. It's not, it's not an infinite amount of, we don't have an infinite amount of resources. We have to take care of what we do have. Just between, okay, if, for example, if you go to the rainforest and you just start chopping up fucking trees, right? Do you think that it's going to get to a point where you're going to get to that last tree? Like, because there's not an infinite amount of trees, and trees take freaking forever to grow, right? So, I started thinking about, there's only one way us as a society have to go, right? We have to start being more mindful of our environment. We have to start being more mindful of like just the things that we are using, you know, gas, you know, hair products, you know, where we're getting these hair products, how they're being how they're being made, how they're being produced, the materials that are being used, and how it's impact, and where we're getting these materials, right? And how it's impacting future generations, and now, and the present. So, yeah, so I was like, okay, there's only one way that we can go, and that has to be, we have to go green, right? Like, that's the only way that we're gonna like last as a society. We have to go green. We have to be more conscientious about how we, you know, get rid of waste. You know, like, you know, that we can't just be dumping, you know, oils and garbage and trash into the ocean. You know, like, we can't just be thinking, you know, okay, well, you know, all these plastic bottles are like, where's all this shit going? Like, where we, you know, we have to think of different ways for disposal, for discarding our waste, and how what we're disposing, you know, how we could do better with it, you know, whether it's the materials that are being used, and also, like, you know, I was thinking, like, you know, there should be something where, you know, with the with, like, for example, everything, if you look at, like, go to a store, everything is in plastic, right? Like, some type of plastic majority of the time. Plastic, you know, sometimes you'll have some type of Pyrex glass, but a lot of time it's plastic. And Pyrex glass is like, you know, majority you're going to see plastic more than glass, right? So plastic is a big one, or like, you know, paper. So, you know, there should be like plastic that kind of just dissolves and disintegrates, you know? Even though I did try those straws, the the paper straws, they suck. I don't know if anybody's ever tried them, but it's like when you can't even put it in your drink for a long time, because then it starts getting old. Just imagine putting construction paper in like your coffee and mixing it around. Like, how well that's gonna last. So, I mean, I get the attempt, but we gotta do better than that, because that's horrible. So, yeah. So my point is, we're gonna end up going like super green. Like, I just see, like, I have in my mind like of the future of, like, I don't know, like some type of galactic, like, you know, like a Jetsons, like, but Jetsons, if it was made in like the year 2040, you know, like, with instead of all the cars being on the road, it's, you know, in the sky, and just I could see like a BMW, just but like a little mini ship. But then you have to start thinking about, if we all start having, like, being on our Jetson, and we just all, you know, driving our cars in the sky, there's still pollution. So and, you know, because then that's a bunch of pollution going into the air as well. And there still will probably be, and I mean, I'm from New York, so it'll probably just still be as much traffic up there as it is down there. But maybe since it'll be a half and half, some up there, some down there, it'll kind of even it out, not be so bad. But my point is that I was like, okay, I'm going to start investing in green stuff. Like, I need to there's still a couple things that I want to still invest in, and then what I'm going to build on top of. But, like, Tesla is one I want to get. It's like, right now it's like 200 and something. There's this, what else I have it here. So Tesla, what else? I mean, Microsoft is like high right now. a little bit high for like my taste, but I still think it's a good investment because a lot of this AI stuff is gonna be with like Microsoft, Google, and I feel like people think, because even though yes, if you would have invested in things like Amazon, Apple, what else? IBM, a lot of these things that where everyone's like, oh, everyone made so much money, blah blah blah, and I don't know what's up with this thing. Was like, oh, if you invest 1,000, you're gonna just think about it in 10 years, you're gonna be millionaires, blah blah. I don't know. It's like I feel like everybody always says 1,000. What's with the 1,000? Like, what if I don't have 1,000? I don't got 1,000. I know I don't got 1,000. Just be like, oh, I don't got that. So for the everyday, $1 sounds good to me, or $2. But even if you would have invested in Amazon when it first came, even if you would have did $1, right? Like your return, your return is still it's still profit. But no, I'm investing obviously more than $1. But what else? So so Tesla. So those are okay. So there's a couple of the big ones that are out, right? Like that already have been a stock, but I'm thinking of long term, right? So I'm like, okay, even though a lot of people already made a lot of money off of Apple, off of Microsoft, and still making money, right? Apple, Microsoft, IBM, etc. There's still, think about in 5 years from now, 10 years from now, it's still going to be an investment right now, even if you do it now. You didn't, it's like you didn't miss the opportunity of making money. So, but those I'm going to, like right now, I just kind of did, so I have a couple things, right? So I did Cash App, right? What I love though about Cash App is that you can invest like $1. You can invest, even though you're not getting a full share, right? You're getting, it's not a full share that you're getting, but you're getting a piece of a share, right? So like, for example, Bitcoin right now, today, 3:40 p.m., right? It is 85, was that million? 85 million? 85, what is that, parentheses, through 325.30, okay? That's how much Bitcoin is. And I'm so mad that I did not know about Bitcoin when they first, came out. I did not know about it. Like, I think I heard little things in past, but I was younger. Like, right now I'm 34, right? So I was younger. I wasn't thinking, I was like, oh, okay, like, it was not anything that I was, like, interested in, right? But I'm so mad. Like, even if you would have bought one of these shits, right? 180, like, what? What? Crazy. So, I don't got that type of money. So what I did was, on Cash App, on the ones that I do really want to eventually invest in, that it will never be Bitcoin. That's a wrap for me. I'm looking for the next Bitcoin. That's what I'm looking for. So it will never be where I can afford one share of Bitcoin. But with Cash App, you can do, like I said, you could put $1 to, $2, whatever the case may be. And I did invest in a couple things like this with Cash App. That's what I like about them, because you don't have to have a full share. So I did Amazon, Meta, Alibaba, Google, Alphabet, Palantir, and Apple. So with Amazon, I did 203. Wait, did I do two? What I did with Amazon? Okay, Amazon, that's why. Okay, Amazon, I invested $2, right? Like right now, I already gained 3 cents. Okay? The average cost for Amazon right now is $193.27. or, anywhere from 193 to 195. But, so that's something I am eventually going to get. I may actually do that. We'll get to that what's going on right now with me right now. Because depending on how my day goes before closing time, 5:30, 5 o'clock. Depending, I may be able to buy Amazon today, but we'll see. So right now, like a full share. So right now, I did $2 in Amazon. Meta is another really, really good investment, because Meta, all these AI stuff and everything, Meta is huge. Like, if you notice on Facebook, Instagram, it's already all over the place, Meta. And Meta right now, average share is $584 for Meta. So I did $2 in Meta, because I don't got $584 right now to be I mean, I do, but like, I'm trying to do things smart logistically, and so I can execute and make the most bang for my buck. So I did also Alibaba. Alibaba is another good one, right? Right now the average share is 143. And I did Alphabet, Google. I did $1 investment, and the current share price is $165 for Alphabet. Ooh, that's it. I may have to do that today too, depending. So it's $165 for Alphabet right now. Palantir, another huge one that over there, like, is gonna be, it's $84, $84.69. I did $1.02. I mean $1, excuse me. I did $1, but I already made 2 cents from that dollar. Apple, I did $1, and Apple right now is $184. No, excuse me. The share price, I'm bugging. The share price for Apple is $215. What was I looking at before? Okay, sorry. So $215. $215. Palantir is $86.73. And so Palantir is the technology that provides organizations with solutions to manage large disparate data sets in an attempt to gain insight and drive and operational outcomes. It was founded in 2003. Palantir released its Gotham software platform in 2008, which focused on the government, intelligence, and defense sectors. Palantir expanded into various commercial markets with its Foundry software platform in 2016, with the intent of becoming the data operating system for companies and industries. The Denver company had 125 customers as of initial public offering, and roughly splits its revenue between commercial and government customers. So that's Palantir. So that one, I know, because my plan is to get two. I want to get 2 shares of everything that I'm investing in, because I know I'm always going to want to hold one, most likely, unless I'm always going to want to hold one, right? And then the other one to be able to, if I see that it's a crazy, way to, like, it's at a cap where I know this is a great time to sell, then at least I could always sell one, and I could make some good money. Hopefully the amount that I spent for both and some, that's the goal, right? And then always keep one, right? And so back to Meta though. So you know a little bit about Meta. Meta and is is the world's largest online social network with over 3.6 billion. Oh wow, I didn't even know. Okay, that makes sense. Oh, I didn't know that though. Mark Zuckerberg actually is the CEO for Meta. I didn't even know that. But it makes sense, obviously, Facebook, etc. So Meta is the world's largest online social network with over 3.6 billion monthly active users. Users engage. Wait, is Meta? Hold on, we'll see. Users engage with each other in different ways, exchanging messages and sharing news events, photos, and videos. On the video side, the firm is the process of building a library of premium content and monetizing it via ads or subscription revenue. Meta refers to this as Facebook Watch. The firm's ecosystem consists mainly of the Facebook app, Instagram, Messenger, WhatsApp, and many features surrounding these products. Users can access Facebook on mobile devices and desktops. Advertising revenue represents more than 90% of the firm's total revenue, with 50% coming from the US and Canada and 25% from Europe, with gross margins above 80%. Meta operates at 30% plus margin. So, yeah. Okay, come on. Everybody uses, I'm surprised they ain't got YouTube on here. So right now the share price is 588.66. Okay? So that's right now. That's right now. Like, I don't see in the next 10 years any, like, us as a society using anything but these apps. You know, there may be something that kind of comes out there over the next 10 years that tries to, but I don't see, I mean, I'm from the days of, what was that thing we used? It was a MySpace, right? MySpace, and there was another one. But I don't see like the transition between MySpace and MySpace and Facebook and Instagram and all that stuff. And TikTok. I don't see another company or another app or another, somebody who comes out with something that is going to totally get away or demolish Facebook, the popularity. Like, I feel like it's gotten to the point where I think that's just going to be our main, social networking, those that I listed there, and obviously YouTube. Like, I don't see anybody coming out with something where people, even if they do, everybody's still going to have Facebook and Instagram and all that stuff. So even, it'll just be an addition to. But I don't see anybody coming out there and just kind of demolishing those such social networks, and at least not anytime soon. I don't see it. I feel like those are gonna be our stuck with us for life, forever. So yes, so that is right there. Like, I know in the next 10 years, I imagine. Okay, so right now it's 587.04. Imagine in a year, 2 years, 5 years, 7 years, it's only up from here, right? I mean, it could go down because, obviously this is stock market here. But, I don't, even if it does, I feel like it's gonna go back up. And that's another thing I noticed. I feel like there is, I don't know. I feel like there's so many things like in like the news, just world events that is going on play a role into this, obviously the stock market, right? But I feel like I don't know, maybe I'm just a little bit of a conspiracy theorist, but I feel like there's things that occur in the news that I feel like the stock market or what, I don't know, it's like they're in cahoots with one another with what comes out to the public, because I don't know. For example, today, right? I said, so okay, so that's what we'll get back to what I was gonna say, but so those are the ones I did for Cash App. So, and those I'm eventually am gonna buy a share. Like, I want to get at least 2 shares of each of what I just said before. That's my goal. But moving on to what else, other app I used and did. And that is SoFi. SoFi. So SoFi it actually is, it kind of like reminds me, it's not like Cash App, but it is a, like you could put money on it. Like you can have, it's like a debit, credit, savings account, card that you can have. It kind of reminds me of Chime a little bit too, like a mixture between Chime and Cash App, if it were to have like a baby. And, but with SoFi, it's so great because literally everything that you need, and I'm actually going to invest in SoFi too, because right now the share is like $11, $12 right now. But SoFi, you can literally invest, like you can have your money, like you direct deposit, add money onto the card, etc. But obviously it's not like a regular bank, you know, like Chase or Bank of America, etc. It's not like it doesn't have a storefront. But you can add money on it from like CVS, Walgreens, Rite Aid, you know, and you know, or you can get money sent to you. So like I said, it's like a Chime and a Cash App kind of combined together. But you can invest, and have like like your whole watch list of what you're looking at for, between what stocks you're into, and even cryptocurrency. But you can't on this. You cannot buy crypto on here. You can have a watch list, but they don't have crypto here. So we'll go to my crypto app, what I use for that after. So so right now, right, for what I have, right? Okay. So I did, I don't know if you can see this good. So I did Canon. I have 2 shares of that. So Canon is a holding company which engages the development and selling Bitcoin mining machines and related services. It focused on the development of green mining. So remember I said that the whole green movement, right? The company was founded by Gia, I'm probably saying this wrong, Xuan Lee and Xiang Fu and Liu and Nan Zheng Zhang in 2013, and is headquartered in Singapore. So this, even though right now, yes, I am down. So I bought 2 shares of this, and I am down 0.13, is down 0.13 cents. But like I said, I'm in it for the long haul, right? So I'm not worried about all that right now. Like I know this is gonna make money. It has to, because if you got to look at the about, like between the everything that's gonna be happening over the next couple of years, between the AI, between China being its main headquarters. We're knowing also with the AI where certain materials, and even just the producers of, you know, just a lot of these things that are coming out. What is something that I said about why also that was a great one for me, because yeah, I don't know. Well, I know what it's about China. It was something that I read somewhere, but it was about China China and Korea, about them being like the lead place for, I don't know. I don't know. It was something with the AI and the mining and the material or something. I forgot exactly. I thought I wrote it down, but I guess I didn't. But it's something where, you know, they're a big key player, right? So I'm glad I got at least something from China. And I did. So this share was $1. Okay, so I got a full 2 shares. So like I said, I always want to, I'm holding 2 obviously, and I'm not getting rid of this. But down the line, right, I'm thinking anywhere from 7 to 10 years, right? I may sell 1, right, and keep the other. And then, you know, just depending how the market is, I don't know. But that, so, and my next one that I got is THM. So THM is International Tower Hill Mines Ltd. I got 2 shares of that, and they were, each share was, when I got it was 68 cents. 68 cents. And so right now I'm up, right? I made money over 10 cents right now, 7.37%. And so International Tower Hill Mines LT is a mineral exploration company which engages in the acquisition and exploration of mineral properties. It holds the right to acquire interest in advanced stages exploration projects in Alaska, known as Living Good Coal Project. The company was founded by Jeffrey A. Pointius on May 26, 1978, and is headquartered in Vancouver, Canada. So this is like that mining stuff, right? Like I told you, the AI stuff, the chip, you know, even with, you know, electric cars, you know. Another thing I was thinking about, I need to do lithium, you know, for batteries. All these things, you just, like, that's what I realized, like, how you have to think. Like, you have to think about where you can't go wrong, right? Like lithium. Lithium is in every lithium batteries, right? Like, so you know, you're going to have to, they're going to need lithium, right? So, so right now though, even though I didn't look, so look at all, everything I invested in. So look, that was this first one, that was the second one, right? And all this whole page is me. I invested in all that. Me, all every single one, right? So right now though, the one that I was so like, I feel like when you when you don't got, like, you know, I'm not a millionaire, you know, my goal is to make generational wealth, right? I mean, first worry about me, right? My own generation, right? But I would love, obviously, to you know, be comfortable, right? Who doesn't? I think that, you know, you just want to be comfortable. You don't have to want to be struggling or worry about this or worrying about that. I just want to be comfortable, right? So, you know, and in the process of what I'm doing, if I can acquire generational wealth, that is ideal, right? But I also know it's patience. It's gonna be patience. It's not gonna happen. I'm not gonna say it can't happen overnight. That's what I love about the stock market, right? It's like, you don't know. Every day is it's like I feel like I found a new, not like a new hobby, but it's like, I mean, this is like it's like when you just find something where you're just like, oh wow, I didn't really know I was into something like that. And then you just kind of start getting into where it's just more of a hobby. It's like, wow, this could really be like my career, or like my, you know, I like, you find a newfound passion almost, right? Like, that's how I feel. And so like right now, my phones, like I have 2 phones. So my phones, it's like I have it set up for like the CNBC watch, you know, the stock market stuff, because the news and the stock market, cryptocurrency, you have to stay up to date. Because, like, for example, right? This is what I was getting to earlier. There was this there was this guy who came out with something today. It was earlier today at 10 something in the morning around. CFO Brian West, right? He provided an outlook on the business and commentary on its cash, on this company's cash expenditures, right? Because of that freaking guy who came out with, I gotta actually look at whatever he came, because I didn't even see that. All I just started seeing was this thing going up, and then it says here, this is what I love about this app, this this card and app. It's just very it's great for when you're investing. It's like very detailed. It's like the updates are to the minute, to the second. And it's just very it has a broad, like, it has just a lot of information. I like the way it's spread out too. So this company is called Boeing, right? So BA is the abbreviations if you're interested. So this morning, right? It was at what, about 160, about 162. I want to say it was about 160 this morning. Because of that outlook that CFO Brian came out with today, and other thing that's going on, because I'm going to go into what this company is, but it's up $11.19. So it's up, so it's up 6.93% or something like that. So that's almost $200, right? Or $170, right? So I was like, shoot, like, like I did have that after all that stuff I already invested in that, and I'm gonna show you the cryptocurrency I did too. But I do have a little bit in the bank where I could do it, right? Because I'm like, okay, I'm not gonna be at zero, right? And I could do it, but I'm like, it was like pulling teeth. I'm like, ugh. And I'm looking at the thing going up, and I'm like, okay, if it goes to 173, I'm gonna do it, right? But then I just started like just watching it, and then looking at this little thing, and just seeing the traffic, right? I'm seeing the traffic, and I'm like, and then I read the description, because I don't just go by that, because, like, I don't know, there's so many, like, what if there's some, I always think, like, kind of conspiracy, right? I'm like, what if they just, that guy came out into the news, and he got paid or something, and then really what they're trying to do, they want everybody to buy, and the next thing you know, it's just gonna go down, and then but it was just so people could kind of go the other way. I was just thinking worst case scenario. So then I was like, but then I read what this company is, and I'm like, oh no, I have to. So the Boeing Company is an aerospace company which engages in the manufacture of commercial jetliners and defense space and secure systems. It operates through the following segments: commercial airplanes, BCA, defense space and security, BDS, global services, BGS, and Boeing Capital BCC. The commercial airplanes segments include development, production, and market of commercial jet aircraft, and provides fleet support services, principally to the commercial airline industry worldwide. The defense, space, security segment refers to research, development, production, and modification of manned and unmanned military aircraft and weapon systems for global strike, including fighter and combat rotorcraft aircraft, missile systems, global mobility, including tanker, rotorcraft, and tilt rotor aircraft, and airborne surveillance and reconnaissance. Including command and control, battle management, and airborne anti-submarine aircraft. The global services segment provides services to commercial and defense customers. The Boeing Capital segment seeks to ensure that the Boeing customers have the financing that they need to buy and take delivery of their Boeing products and manages overall financing exposure. The company was founded by William Edward Boeing on July 15, 1916, and is headquartered in Arlington, Virginia. You kidding me? Ain't no way that this is not gonna make money, okay? Like this, something like this. I'm like, okay, I was like, and then I was seeing, it going up, and if you can't really like. I'm kind of looking at it right now. See, like right now, technically, I'm down $1.40, right? But I know this is about to go up again. It's that and I feel like you'll have a heart attack. Like I can imagine people spend imagine if you're like, okay, you saw this, right? You saw this article and you're like, you know what? Let me flip my money real quick. Let me put it all, right? Put it all on black, right? And then something happens where, either you don't make your break even or you just lose it all. But with this, you could you're not gonna just lose it all that quick. Like you could pay. You have time, right? But the thing is, I feel like they try. You gotta be careful. Like I'd rather hold, right? Because if something's going down, like that's why you have to invest where it's not hurting you, right? Where you're not going on zero. Because like right now, I know because this is going up. It's after that article, and it's only 408, and then there's tomorrow. There's the next day. And it's going to go up. So I bought 2 at $345.24, right? So with this, though, my goal is I'm probably going to most likely sell 1. I don't know. I'm going to see how it's going. I got to play it by ear. Because I may just keep it like that and just keep 2, right? Or I may sell 1, depending. We'll see. But I love this, like watching it. Okay, so we'll see before at 5 o'clock. 5 o'clock. What was happening with Boeing, right? And so, okay. So another one I really, really want to invest into is Netflix. So Netflix, that's my next, that's not next. That's not going to be next because that's a little time. I got to save up for that. But that right now is $9.60 Netflix. Netflix is at $9.60. And so I'm thinking, it's only gonna be up from here, that is a great, great, great investment. See, it started. Oh shit! Netflix is up freaking $30 today. It's 30. It's up. It's at $9.60. It opened at $935.77. Shit, I seen that when it was way lower than that too. But see, you see what I'm talking about? You have to have money to make money. If you don't have $1 to your name, right? You want to, you can't, what is that person going to do? Who has just 959 lying around that? Girl, you're not going to miss. No. I'm going to get that eventually. So, Nike is another good one I want to get. That's $72 right now. Pfizer is another good one that I do want to definitely get. It's at $26.21. Because Pfizer is a research-based global biopharmaceutical company which engages in discovery, development, manufacture, marketing, sales, and distribution of biopharmaceutical products worldwide. The firm works across developed and emerging markets to advance wellness, prevention, treatments, and cures that challenge the most feared diseases. The company was founded by Charles Pfizer Sr. and Charles Ehart in 1849, and is headquartered in New York. So Pfizer, if you remember COVID and everything, Pfizer was a big player with the vaccine. Because you remember Pfizer, Moderna? Yeah, so that's what that is. So that's one I'm definitely gonna get probably within a week or two. Palantir. Yep, that's another yeah, Palantir definitely gonna get. Definitely gonna get. PayPal. PayPal is on my wish list too, so I got a watch list. So PayPal is 7027. That's one I really want to do. Tesla 236.49. Zoom, another one I want to do. That's 76.26. Target, another one I want to do. That's 105.25. Walmart, another one I want to do is 86.48. Nvidia, another one I want to do is 117.55. Nvidia is it's up $2 today. Wow. Oh shit. Nvidia is a really one I do. I'm watching that right now too, because I mean that one's up to $2.09. It's nothing crazy, but if it gets too that's when you gotta watch it too, right? So Nvidia Corp engages in the design and manufacture of computer graphic processors, chipsets, and related multimedia software. It operates through the following segments: graphic processing unit, GPU, and compute and networking. The graphics segment includes GeoForce GPUs for gaming and PCs, the GeoForce Now game streaming service and related infrastructure, Quadro and NVIDIA RTX GPUs for enterprise workstation graphics, virtual GPU or vGPU software for cloud-based visuals and viral computing, automotive platforms for infotainment. What the fuck? I've never seen that word in my life. 34 years. Infotainment. What the hell? Infotainment systems and Omniverse enterprise software for building and operating metaverse and 3D internet applications. The compute and network segment consists of data center, accelerated computing platforms, end-to-end networking platforms, including quantum for InfiniBand and Spectrum for Ethernet. NVIDIA Drive automated driving platforms, automated development agreement, Jetson's robotics, and other embedded platforms. NVIDIA AI Enterprise, AI, and other softwares, and DGX Cloud Software and Services. The company was founded by Jen Hassan Huang, Chris A. Malakowski, and Curtis R. Preem in April 1933, and is headquartered in Santa Clara, California. Huge. This one is going to be huge, I'm telling you. So this one I'm definitely gonna get. For sure. And then it seems like it's their shares are kind of getting a little traffic because there was a company's GTC there was a company's GTC conference this weekend. So it's getting a little some little traffic. So yeah, so like I said, AI, all that stuff. So this is where my head game is at with my investments, right? And Rivian, that's another one I'm gonna get. Right now that's $11.36. I may get like two, probably like maybe 4. I want to get like 4 of them or 5. Because Rivian, that's gonna be It's an electric vehicle. It's so Rivian Automotive engages in design, development, and manufacturing of category defining electric vehicles and accessories. The company was founded by Robert J. Scarnage in June 2009. Is headquartered in Irvine, California. So, yes. So, okay, so back to what I have right now that I invested in is all me. What I'm holding on to. So, yeah. So, I have Can, I have THM, ALLK, AMC, Goro, Tilray, Snapchat, AGEN, SENS, NKLAQ, Spice, SPCE, ENZ, ENZ, BBAI, BYND, Beyond. So that's the Beyond. That one, I definitely was very interested in because it's a plant-based meat. It's products engaged in ready-to-cook meat under the Beyond Burger and Beyond sausage brands, and frozen meat named Beyond Chicken Strips and Beyond Beef Crumbles. The company was founded by Ethan Walden Brown and Brent Taylor in 2009 in Segundo, California. So like I said, the whole green movement, eating good, eating healthy, all these are bound. It has to be a trajectory, right? Like there's no way we have to do better. So like this is, this is all, I feel like this is only going to go up. And like I said, I'm not in it to, I'm not like going to really be into, like right now, today will probably be the first time where like with the bowing thing, like that's probably the only one where it's like, where I'm going to maybe sell one today, or like if it got really high, like selling one today, right? But for the most part, everything that I'm investing, I'm holding on to. Like I'm not selling it. I'm at least holding on to at least 7 to 10 years. And because this is long-term investments, right? But I may do a little bit short-term here, a little bit here to kind of wiggle around a little bit to make a little bit, money now, right? But that's only if I see a big return or bring, like right now, Boeing, it seems like when things are going up 11, 20 something dollars in a day, that's a good sign where it's like, oh, okay, let's see what this is about, right? But anyway, this video is about an hour long, so I'm gonna cut it here. And my next video, I will get more into what each and every investment that I did invest in that I'm holding on to, and what happened with Boeing, and also my other investments that I have with cryptocurrency. We'll get into cryptocurrency in my next video. All right, later. Kia out.